Okay, so here's my my question here. How the hell is Katie Hill the victim? How the hell is the left painting Katie Hill to be a victim? See, here's the thing. We've known this for years, that this is what people do when it comes to women. Women aren't responsible for a goddamn thing they do. When you have a lot of when you have teachers sleeping with students, and if it's a male teacher, oh my God, it's terrible. He should have known what he was doing. Blah blah blah. Whenever it's a woman that sleeps with the student, the first thing is, well, she had an abusive husband and he wasn't, you know, that he wasn't caring for her needs, so she turned to a 15-year-old, you know? Or she turned to a 15-year-old. What else was she supposed to do? Seriously. So now she's the victim. I find that funny. She's literally, if you switch, you don't even have to say switch the races on this one and switch the genders. You just say switch the genders and then look at it like that. And I've told people on the left and the right, whenever it comes to their favorite, you know, political person or whatever, and you look at something and you say they did ABC or whatever. Say, hey, I tell you what, imagine that them having a D or in vice versa, an R by their name, and let's see if you think that is right or wrong. So she actually was sleeping with staffers, and she was sleeping with staffers and things like that. That's not right. It's not right the way that everything came out. You know, what was it, the revenge porn, and you know, I can't really say, and that's in this whole thing. That's why I say I don't even know about really believe her as far as abuse of a husband and this and that, because you never said anything about it until you were outed for this. Now now I got the courage to speak to go forward. Bullcrap. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Just like Blasey Ford, I don't believe it. And to all the liberals, or I'm not even going to say liberals, I'm going to say leftists. To all the leftists that sit back and try to tell me that the way, or tell anyone that the way Katie Hill's improprieties, so to speak, the things that she was not supposed to be doing came to light is illegal, revenge porn, blah blah blah, are the same people that are quite okay with the FBI doing what they were doing to drag up dirt on Donald Trump. As far as the IG report, talking about the FBI did all kind of underhanded things to initiate a Russian collusion hearing and all this other thing to initiate the Mueller report. All 17 total things. There was a guy, or there was just some no name, but it just shows the mind of a leftist, that actually said on Twitter, it doesn't matter the way that it was brought to light. It's just that it was brought to light. Okay, well, great. So let's apply that to Katie Hill then. Let's apply that same the whole little pattern there. Let's put all that onto Katie Hill. It doesn't matter the way that it was brought out. It's just that it was brought out, that it was uncovered, that it was put into motion. Let's put that. Let's do the same thing when it says when you're trying to catch a predator. You have to catch a predator or whatever on TV, and you have a underage child or whatever. You have someone posing as an underage child, and someone shows up at the person's house. Well, it was underhanded the way that the person was drawn to the house, but at least the person got drawn to the house, right? Let's apply that same thinking. The thing is that this is what the left constantly does. They make excuses for their own people. It's bullcrap. They make excuses for Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders flying around, or Ocasio-Cortez showing up to events in a gas-guzzling SUV talking about we got 12 years to live if we don't turn around this climate change. Bernie Sanders on his private plane, or whatever that was, a private campaign, whatever it was, talking about we got to do something for the environment. When Bernie Sanders and a lot of these other people talk about racism and all these other things and anti-Semitism, while he goes and hires Linda Sarsour, a known freaking anti-Semite, that's fine. They will make excuses for this. The same as when we found out when they totally found out that Elizabeth Warren lied about herself being an Indian, and they said there's people on the left that actually say, well, her saying that she was Indian in no way made it where she got ahead in her career. Get the hell out of here. They put her forth as a woman of color. Why are we gonna, why are we lying here and acting like that we're why are we lying here and acting like for 1 second that they don't make excuses for bad behavior on their side? Why are we lying? This is what leftists do. Once again, when Lindsey Graham in the Brett Kavanaugh hearing said, I hope you never, when he's talking to leftists, I hope you, as far as power goes, I hope you never get it. I'm serious. There's people on the leftist side of the aisle, when talking about Bernie Sanders and talking about Elizabeth, they will take up for them. The rich 1%ers, they will take up and defend Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren while still somehow demonizing the rich. What the hell is that? Double think. I tell everyone, read 1984. You have to read 1984. Double think. To hold two opposing viewpoints two contradictory viewpoints at the exact same time. If you can do that, then if you can do that, here's another one. When they talk about abortion, it's not a life. Also, we're looking for it's not a life. Also, if we find a single-celled organism on Mars, there's aliens. Ha ha! Take that, you Bible thumpers. What? There's aliens, you Bible thumpers. The Bible was wrong. What the hell? It's not life when you don't want it to be, but it's life when you want it to be. I don't get it. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and see you next.